This week on KCBY, we learn how a new Pokémon game has fans rushing to the stores.
We say goodbye to Forever 21 as they close stores across the nation.
And follow Sean Armstrong's gymnastic journey to Japan.
We're coming to you live from the studio. I'm Larry Liu.
And I'm Emmy Riojas.
KCBY starts now.
This week, Capel ISD proudly received the Pro Patriot Award from the Employer Support of Guard and Reserve Texas, known as ESGR Texas. They honor employers who support their military reservist employees beyond the government's requirements.
We'd like to present this Pro Patriot Award, and we think you're going to do well at the national level. Thank you so much.
Receiving the award means the district is now in the running for the Secretary of Defense Freedom Award, the highest honor among all the employer awards given by the Department of Defense. Winners are recognized at an award ceremony in the Pentagon every year.
Texas and Louisiana are both known for their unique cuisines. This Monday, we saw them go head-to-head as Texas A&M partnered with the Capel Culinary Club in a food tasting event. Como brings us the details.
Healthy Texas Youth Ambassador, 4-H member, and Culinary Club President Annabella Perk kicked off the function with a game for club members as the AgriLife team began serving sample dishes, including chicken gumbo, spinach Alfredo bake, and bison meatballs. Students and staff then tasted and voted on their favorite recipe of the night, and transitioned into the potluck portion of the event. The cafeteria tables were stacked with a multitude of cuisines local to either Texas or Louisiana, and teens wasted no time in filling up their plates. This event was a win for both education and the taste buds. For KCBY, I'm Komal Karane.
Pokémon has been an iconic part of childhoods across the world. The franchise is making waves again with its newest app, Pokémon Trading Card Game Pocket.
Anushka gives us a look into what the game's all about and why Pokemon's popularity seems to be blasting off again.
Thanks, Larry. With the Pokemon TCG app becoming more and more popular, I looked to Pokemon fanatic Saikasi Ramen to catch me up on all the hype. Well, thank you so much for teaching me about the world of Pokemon. And I'm so
It's
happy.
my pleasure. It's an honor, really, to be able to talk about this series that I love so much.
So before this interview, I actually downloaded the Pokemon Pocket
Oh my gosh.
TCG game. And
Let's go.
I was wondering if you could maybe walk me through it.
Yes, of course. I'd be happy to.
Can you tell me the appeal of the game? What do you love about it?
Sure. So I love Pokemon card collecting and Pokemon in general because it has a very wide demographic. The idea of these cartoony monsters fighting each other, I think that's something that can appeal to both children and adults alike. Okay, so now you can open a pack. Now you can just open it. There we go. Okay, nice. Tap the card and you can see the other ones. Yo, she got a rare one.
Wait, guys, this is very cool. With all the Pokemon now stored on your phone, you'd think the physical packs would have become useless. Yet that couldn't be further from the truth. The game has brought interest back into collecting the original cards. However, scalpers have taken this interest to the extreme. There are people who swoop into local stores, grabbing up all the packs, just to resell at an inflated price.
It makes the game a lot less enjoyable for other TCG fans because they can never buy the sets at their original prices.
Despite the scalpers, the love the Pokemon community has for TCG stays strong. Pokemon remains a source of joy for people all across the world. For KCBY, I'm Anushka Sharma.
The FBI is warning Outlook and Gmail users about a potential cyber attack. The Medusa ransomware has taken at least 300 victims nationwide. Hackers are demanding $100,000 up to $15 million, or else your personal data could be leaked online. The FBI urges users to change passwords frequently and to use two-step verification. If you have sensitive data, keep it in a physically separate location, like a hard drive or the cloud.
Forever 21 dominates malls all across the nation. It's hard to find a mall without one.
But now it's looking like the reign is coming to an end. Here's Maya with the buzz.
Clothing brand Forever 21 is expecting to close 350 stores across the U.S. by May 1st. They're filing for bankruptcy for the second time in 6 years. They're having huge sales up to 60% off. How do you feel about Forever 21 closing?
It's just a bit surprising because it's always in every single mall and it's been around for a while. It makes me sad because it's so cheap and affordable and I come here all the time.
Where else are you going to shop?
Honestly, I don't know because everything's like expensive, but there's always sales here, you know?
Forever 21's Chief Financial Officer Brad Sell blames this on the surge of foreign fast fashion brands like Shein and Temu. Because they ship directly to consumers, they're able to exploit tax exemptions to provide goods at an incredibly low price. Despite the competition, the chain has been holding on for years now, but it looks like this might be the end. That's all for the buzz this week. Now back to the studio.
Now let's take a look at sports. Party in the Parks is coming up next Tuesday. It's Capel Baseball and Softball's annual event with food, games, and a special guest. Former Texas Rangers pitcher Derek Holland is visiting. The Cowgirls will play Louisville, and the Cowboys will play Denton Braswell at 7 p.m. Admission is free for any youth players wearing their jerseys or cheer uniforms.
Senior gymnast Sean Armstrong is always pushing the limits. His journey recently took him to Japan, where he trained with some of the best high school gymnasts in the country. Elliot has a story.
There you go. Yeah. For these athletes, gymnastics isn't just a sport, it's a lifestyle. Training year-round with club teams, they dedicate countless hours to perfecting their routines. But this time, their training took them beyond the walls of their home gym and all the way to Japan.
The caliber from going from here to there is just like, it's crazy. Because there's people that are like, they could be an Olympian in the U.S., but they'll never, ever be on like the national team in Japan.
Stepping into a completely different training environment comes with its own set of challenges. For athletes looking to take their skills overseas, Sean has some advice on making the most of the experience.
Definitely be respectful of their cultures. Like beforehand, definitely like figure out what some common things are in the other cultures. Because if you go there and you do like things in the U.S., it probably won't slide in another country.
Experiencing a new culture and training style firsthand is something few athletes get the chance to do. But the biggest impact often comes after returning home, when the lessons learned start to sink in. Since coming back from Japan, Sean has gained a new perspective on his own gymnastics journey.
Coming back from Japan, it kind of opened my eyes to see like how much I wasn't trying, you know what I'm saying? You can think you're trying and then you still have like way more improvement you could have just by applying yourself a little more, and seeing like how good other people are makes you just want to try harder.
For KCBY, I'm Elliot Patson.
This year's Cowgirl soccer team are the new Region 16A champions. After a tough fight with the Flower Mound Lady Jaguars, they finished on top with a 1-0 victory. We have Aaron in the studio with varsity forward Norali Kapadia.
Thank you, Emmy. Now I'm here with Norali Kapadia. Norali, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great.
So, tell me, how does it feel making it this far with your team?
It feels amazing, honestly. I mean, girls soccer hasn't gone this far in a really long time. My last 2 years, we've gone out first round in playoffs, and that's a terrible feeling. So this has been our goal since the beginning of the season, to make it this far, and it feels great.
You know, with the game coming up, what does preparation look like specifically? You know, what are you doing differently to try to, combat?
Yeah, obviously, I think skill-wise we're 100% ready. I think for now the most important part is the mental aspect, just staying engaged, getting ready. Obviously going on an out-of-town tournament is really exciting, but just staying focused on the game and focused on the task at hand.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Norali.
Yes.
Thank you for their time. And catch the Cowgirls tomorrow at Georgetown for the state semifinals.
Thanks, Aaron. And now we honor our Teacher of the Week.
Earlier this week, we presented Mr. Arndt with this recognition. Mr. Arndt is a definition of compassion. You can see him hard at work every morning guiding the crew at the Cowboy Coffee Shop. His passion has driven him to bring in sponsors for the program, creating more opportunities for his kids. We are so grateful for all you do.
Before we go, we'd like to offer our condolences to the family of Austin Metcalf and the students, staff, and administration of Frisco ISD.
Our hearts are with you.
That's all for KCBY this week.
We'll see you next week, CHS. Thanks for tuning in.